Edible Delights, and we are doing cookies today. Yes, we are doing cookies. The DoubleTree recipe, chocolate chip cookie recipe. So come on in, share the video, like. I went ahead and put some of the ingredients together. I creamed the butter and sugar. I went ahead and mixed the eggs, the vanilla, lemon juice, and flour, and all the ingredients together. Because I've been watching some of my videos I've been posting, and my mixer has been so loud. So I know sometimes when I'm mixing, I like to talk, but you can't hardly hear me. So I went ahead and mixed up my ingredients, and what I did with this, I doubled the recipe. The recipe calls for 2 sticks of butter, softened butter, 3/4 cups of sugar plus 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar, 3/4 cups of light brown sugar, 2 eggs, vanilla, fresh squeezed lemon juice, all-purpose flour, rolled oats, some oatmeal, and baking soda, salt, a pinch of sugar, semi-sweet chocolate chips, and some walnuts. So I went ahead and mixed up all the flour and the sugar and everything, and I have my chocolate chips here, and I'm using just the Publix brand, and it's 2 cups. And some walnuts, and this is 10 ounces of walnuts, chopped walnuts, and I'm just going to mix this by hand. And we're going to actually bake on this live tonight. Just remember, when you're doing any baking, you want to bring all your ingredients to room temperature. So I brought my eggs to room temperature before I use them, and mix them in and mix them into my batter. I brought my butter to room temperature and let it get soft before I cream the butter and the sugar. And I use my KitchenAid, my Pro 600, to mix this batter up. And of course, you know, when you're a kid, you want to lick the little blender. You know, I was at my sister's house this weekend in Miami, and I was icing a cake. And she was like, "Are you finished with the blender?" I was like, "Yeah." She said, "You cannot let the blender go unlicked." So it was pretty funny, because she stood there, but almost seemed like 5 minutes just licking the little blenders after I made the cream cheese icing for a cake I made for my sister last Wednesday. So, but everybody have that little childhood memory when your mom was in there making that cake or making cookies and everything, and you sitting there anxiously waiting for the bowl once she's finished, or the blenders, mixers, to just lick them. And I'm not telling anybody to eat raw eggs, because you know when you're making a batter, raw eggs and everything, but it's just something about that blender and that mixer. So, but yep, this dough here is mixed well. I have all my walnuts and my chocolate chips mixed up. And these cookies bake on 300. Most cookies bake on 350, degrees Fahrenheit, but these cookies bake on 300 degrees. So I am excited about these cookies. I've tried them. I made some a little earlier and they were really, really good. So if there's something you guys want to see me make on live, you know, just put in the comments what you want me to make, and I will be happy to make whatever you want me to make on live. Put some cookies on this cookie sheet. I have a silicone mat. You can use parchment paper to line your cookie sheet with, or you can use your silicone mats. And I got this one here from Amazon. And I think, you know, these little mats do well because the cookies will not stick, and the silicone mats fit well in your pan, so you don't have to try to trim the edges and things like that. These are going to be some pretty big cookies too, but you can always alter your batter if you like craisins, raisins, caramel bits in your cookies. You can put those in your cookies and just switch it up and make it your own. But tonight I followed this recipe. Earlier I made some with pecans. So you just follow the recipe of your liking. So just trying to spread this out so they don't touch, because they spread out to be pretty big cookies. If you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to ask. I'll answer anything I can answer. So I'm gonna put these in the oven, and I made some a little earlier. Give me 1 second. They were pretty good. I'm gonna bring some over that I made a little earlier with pecans in. These are some of the cookies I made this earlier with that same scoop. This is how big the cookie came out. And they're not too hard. They still are soft. But we're gonna hang around and let that batch come out. I made some smaller ones, but put them in the oven too long. They're a little crispy. So if you like your cookie a little crispier, I baked these for 20 minutes, and I baked these for 20 minutes also. Which you can tell they're not as crispy. They're good. Either way, the crispier ones I like to eat with ice cream. Make an ice cream sandwich. Take two. And then put you some ice cream in between and make your ice cream sandwich. So that's pretty good. Share this video. Like. Follow me on YouTube. I'm on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Shonda's Edible Delights. We make fun art you can eat. Anywhere from gourmet popcorn, cakes, Rice Krispie treats, even lemonade, fresh squeezed lemonade, all flavors. We make peach cobblers, everything. Whatever you can think of, we make for your party treats or just for home, to Sunday dinners, anything you're celebrating. We just got a few more minutes on those cookies, and they'll be coming out in just a moment. So all the ones who actually do not know who I am Shonda with Shonda's Edibles and Lights. Hey, Miss Kezia, how you doing? I have some cookies in the oven baking. I made some here a little earlier. I mixed up my batter a little earlier. Is here my batter that I mixed up with. It has chocolate chips and walnuts in this one. I'm sorry, walnuts in this batter here. I like to take this recipe and freeze some because it freeze well. So what I'll do is take some of the cookie dough here, put it in parchment paper. And what I'll do is roll it and make a cookie log and freeze it for later, so that when I want cookies, I can always take it out, cut them. You don't have to defrost them, you can just cut them. You'll have a cookie log. You just for a later date after you freeze them, and you want some cookies. You just roll them. And what you can do is freeze it. And I'll leave it rolled in this parchment paper, and then I'll wrap it in plastic. And then I'll write on it what it is. And you can put whatever date on it and freeze it for later. Yeah, so you'll have a cookie log for later to freeze and or share with a friend. These cookies smell so delicious. And we're gonna break into one in just a moment. Yes, they look so delicious and it smells so good. So, they still a little warm. So, whew. They're hot. See the inside of that cookie? It's hot. Woo. That's the cookie. It's hot. The inside of the cookie here. Yeah, it's breaking up because it's hot. But yes, All I need is some oat milk, and I am set. So I thank you guys for joining us tonight while we made these chocolate chip cookies, the DoubleTree recipe with walnuts. We appreciate everybody that's joining in. Just remember to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. And this is the cookie here. And you guys have a great night, and we appreciate you. Thank you for all the hearts. You guys have a good night. And once again, we'll be back next Wednesday at 9 o'clock, and we will be making vegan brownies. So I love you guys, and I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Shonda with Shonda's Edible Delights. You guys have a great night.